Hey orcs, how are you doing? And welcome to a new chapter of The Crying Orc, your black metal platform. Here we come with some great upcoming black metal albums to be released in April and May, suggestions and recommendations for your collection of bands for you to keep an eye for. Now let's get to the video. The Finnish project Bloody Valkyria from J.R. Karvinen presents a new album titled In Our Home Across the Fog. After the great debut of Kingdom of Fire, we truly wanted more of this excellent melodic black metal solo project. From what I've heard, it won't disappoint. Totally amazing and full throttle black metal, including Tolkien and fantasy themes, obliterating everything on its way, with an outstanding sound quality and an amazing and precise artwork on the album cover, which prepares us for this marvelous and colossal adventure. The album will be available on April 4th via Northern Silence Productions. Desolate and Sorrow, iconic members of the legendary atmospheric depressive post-black metal band Austere, is bringing their maximum potential to the table. A year later, after the release of Beneath the Threshold, they are surprising their fan base with the release of The Stillness of Dissolution, exploring even further the thin line which merges post-rock with the depressive and atmospheric black metal subgenre. This album will embark us to a dark and obscure journey of melodic soundscapes tailored to their specific and meticulous aesthetics, with a much more mature approach regarding composition and musical structures. Austere presents a new episode within its catalog, with the sound based on full guitar distortion in the company of melancholic passages filled with nostalgia. The album will be available on April 5th via Lupus Lounge. The anonymous entity that goes by the name of Blood Abscission gives it its second album title, 2. This release is a mortal atmospheric hit right to the spine. A thunderous musical cannon destroying everything on its way. The vigor, the strength, the colossal nature of those guitars, the riffs, along with the drums and those merciless screams in the background, they make this composition stand out with a formidable wall of sound that inevitably ends up to the top with a triumphant strike. What a great and remarkable atmospheric sound. The album will be available on April 11th via Debemur Morti Productions. Emerging with an impeccable dose of symphonic black metal, avant-garde, and sparks of a heavy industrial sound, the journey in which An Oceans takes us is a clear example of a modern touch they employ and insert to their music, at the expense of the masterful work that Tom Contio and Antti Simonen have made. Pure, ruthless riffs and relentless drumming coming all along. From what I've heard, it is an electrifying and overwhelming composition coming out soon. The album will be available on May 23rd via Season of Mist. Amazingly, it has been 10 years already since the release of Ghostbath's self-titled album. And boy, they have learned and managed to secure their place within the subgenre of atmospheric depressive post-black metal. Rose Thorn Necklace is the name of the new album from Dennis Mikula, forging an excellent and precise sound with a much more matured sound, validated by those 10 years of existing experience, leaving listeners a beautiful and melancholic atmosphere, which goes along with the aesthetic of Ghostbath. Powerful and emotional riffs rise to the occasion, empowering the musical landscape with a dose of melody and harmonies well and precisely executed, resulting with this astounded, nostalgic aura of sound. The album will be available on May 9th via Nuclear Blast. Matador is the name of the new album of the Austrian band Karg, encapsulating a ferocious atmosphere and an energetic fusion of atmospheric black metal and post-rock tones. Karg presents us a vigorous composition, full of sorrowful soundscapes and experimental transitions, picturing Karg's themes and obscure moments in life. The guitar work gains protagonism with a balanced share of melodies and distortion, an incomparable musical journey. The album will be available on April 18th via AOP Records. The Alchemy, presented by Amalekim with their second opus titled Shur Hashirin, is simply brilliant, esoteric black metal steeped in occultism that draws us into a satisfying and hypnotizing trance. Very dark, with sinister riffs that produce a completely gloomy and malevolent atmosphere. What a dark sound that this entity manages to create. With members from Italy and Poland, Amalekim surprised us through this dark path, leading to a total sonic darkness. The album will be available on May 2nd via Avant-Garde Music. German black metal makes its appearance with a cursed musical piece under the moniker of Eisenkult. With their new album entitled Die Hol ist Haya, a devastating sonic blitzkrieg, fading the landscape into black, into darkness, but nonetheless finding a certain amount of harmonies and melodies that contrast eloquently with darkness created by the instrumentation. A terrifying journey through dark chapters filled with misanthropy and blasphemy. A pure hellish machine. The album will be available on April 30th via Purity Through Fire. From Belgium, France, and the Netherlands, we receive Silver Knives' self-titled opus, enacting pure piercing, merciless black metal. Massive distortion and monstrous vocals complement the frivolous sound so well, escalating riffs with a pulverizing, emotionally charged instrumentation and progression is delivered in such an excruciating way. I truly love the guitar work in the mix. It's pure bliss, plus that disturbing and titanic wall of sound. Wow, a truly knife. The album will be available on April 19th via Amor Fati Productions. A magnanimous, organized chaos with protruding harmonies, progressions, and vocals very similar to those of Famine, of Pest and War. The excellent work done here with the transitions and that progressive avant-garde touch is phenomenal. The dissonant distortion that emerges is vital for the listener to be caught in this aura of memorable riffs and a captivating, eerie atmosphere. Very gloomy, very dark. The album will be available on May 2nd via Signal Rex. Well, if you like the content of this video, make sure to drop me a like, share it, and subscribe to the platform. Remember that you can always catch recent news, recommendations, tops, reviews, and more information regarding black metal here. Thank you for watching and for all the support. I'll see you next time in another chapter of the Crying Org, your black metal platform.